What up, YouTube? It's your boy ATruckerNamedJay, man, checking in. And I got one question, man. I got one question for the veterans, for the owner ops, for the fleet owners, for all these know-it-alls in trucking that spend all this energy criticizing other truck drivers and criticizing other business owners and the way that they do things in the trucking industry. I got one question, man. Why we letting these brokers get away with how they treating us, man? Like, you know, I had an experience today. So let me story time. Let me tell you how my day went, and then I'll get into why I feel, you know, the need for this video. So I had a load that I picked up yesterday out of Columbus, Mississippi, that came here to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, right? So it picked up from picked up from Mississippi. It was coming from PACCAR, right? Like, I think it was like 14 engine blocks, right? 650 miles later, delivers in Oklahoma City. Picked it up yesterday, delivered today. Now, when I asked my dispatcher, I said, you know, normally my dispatcher, when he sends me the load, he sends me the pickup, he'll let me know if it's either a specific pickup time or if it's a specific pickup time, or if it's an open pickup, or if it's a specific delivery time or an open delivery, you know what I mean? So when I picked the load up, he was like, he gave them an ETA for me for noon, 12 o'clock today, which today is what, Tuesday? I don't know what today is. OTR, I lose track of the days so much. It don't even, you know what I mean? Today is whatever today is. I get to the PACCAR, Oklahoma City, and they act like they don't even know that I'm supposed to be coming to them. And I'm like, well, I picked this up yesterday, and they asked me if I had any delivery time. They didn't need a delivery number or nothing like that. They just wanted to know what my delivery appointment was. I said I didn't have one. You know, my dispatcher told me that he told y'all or whoever that he talked to. We'll get into that later. You know, ETA 12. I got there like 1:30. I got 1:30. So they act like they weren't gonna take my load. You know what I'm saying? They acted like, you know, because I didn't have an appointment time for them. Mind you, I picked this up from a PACCAR in Columbus, Mississippi, and it's PACCAR engine blocks coming to a PACCAR warehouse in Oklahoma. So it's PACCAR going to PACCAR. Y'all don't want y'all own shit? Like, come on, man. Let's not play these games. If this was produce and I had some bananas or some apples or strawberries coming from some random place in a Nevada desert, you know, or somewhere in Cali where you pick produce up from, and I was delivering somewhere to, say, Alabama, and I was going to like a Walmart distribution without a delivery time, then I can understand, because produce is a little different. But PACCAR going to PACCAR, engine blocks, it's your shit. Just take it. There's nobody in the dock doors, mind you, when I arrive. Nobody in the dock doors. They're drop trailers in the door or whatever. Nobody else, no live loads, no live unloads, no live nothing. It's just me, my Freightliner, and these engine blocks. Take this shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the warehouse, the dock worker, he's like, man, I just can't do it, man. And I'm like, bro, come on, man. He's like, man, I just got to get my supervisor. I'm like, a supervisor? What do you got to get a supervisor for, bro? I have the paperwork. I'm not just some random truck driver that popped up with a load that with no proof that it belongs to you. This is your address. This is your information. That you acknowledge what I have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so anyway, so we go get the supervisor. Supervisor comes back 5 minutes later, like, yeah, man, you know, we have a very strict policy with appointment times. If you don't have an appointment time, we can't turn away the load. And I'm like, man, mind y'all, I'm on my way home, or supposed to be on my way home. This is my week I'm going home. I'm supposed to be home by Friday. So what's supposed to be happening, I'm supposed to drop this load to pick up the load that I got now to take me to Manassas, Virginia. So if they don't take this load, I can't go home, or who knows what happens. It may delay me going home. And as an over-the-road truck driver that's been on the road longer than 3 weeks, you know, when it's time to go home, even if it's 2 weeks, you know, as a truck driver, when it's your time to go home, it's your time to go home. You don't care about none of this in between BS. It's time for me to go. I didn't put in work. I done did everything y'all done asked of me. I've done it in a productive, safe manner. You know what I mean? So it's my part of my payment as a truck driver is to go home when I want to go home. I sacrifice being away, being on this road to run this great country of ours. Maybe not great, but good country of ours. God dog it. So it's time for me to go home. So I don't want to hear nothing about nothing slowing me down from going home. So I got that in the back of my head. If it would have been just a regular load and, you know, I was already out here for like a week or two and I'm going for another 2 weeks, maybe I wouldn't have been as upset. Maybe it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But this is part of my process of going home. So anyways, supervisor comes. Like I say, he say that. I say, hold on, man. Let me try to call my dispatcher and get some type of information on this delivery time, because maybe he just didn't tell me. So I call him. Me and my dispatcher, cool. We got a nice working relationship. We ain't best friends, but we got a nice business relationship. It's a difference. I'll explain that in another video. Yo, you know, they not trying to take me, bro. Like, you know, what's the delivery appointment? Come back. Hey, man, it's 2:30. Your appointment is 2:30. I got the paperwork here. I'll send you a picture of it. He sent me a picture. It just so happened to be like 2:28 at this point. Mind you, I said I got there at 1:30. Got there at 1:30. And by this time, another driver then pulled in, right? Another driver then pulled in and then got put in the door and started getting unloaded. So I'm you know, to me, I don't care about, fuck that. I was here before him. I don't care about no appointments, nothing like that. I did what I was supposed to do as a driver. I don't care about nothing about what your company policy is or none of that other stuff. I did what I was supposed to do as instructed by my company, and I got here at a decent time that they told me to get here by, and now you gon' do me wrong? You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's how you take it as a truck driver. Because you don't feel like you did nothing wrong. You just going by what you've been told. So, you know, anyway, so 2:30. So I go up to them and I talk to the supervisor. Look, man, this is the time they gave me, man. He said 2:30. What's up? He was like, man, that's not right. We don't have you. You know, we don't have nothing for 2:30. But let me go talk to them, you know what I mean? So I don't know who the supervisor went and talked to. Maybe his boss. Maybe the broker. I don't know. All I know is he came back and was like, look, man, we're going to get you taken care of. It's not your fault. We deal with this a lot. I said, what do you mean? Apparently the broker is JB Hunt. And apparently JB Hunt as a brokerage is shit. Meaning, like, they screw people all the time, whether it's with delivery appointments, pickup appointments, and somehow the communication from JB Hunt, from the shipper to the receiver to the dispatcher to me, is all entangled. That's the new word, entangled. Somehow it got entangled and miscommunication or whatever. So somehow JB Hunt, the shipper, my dispatcher, and me have 2:30 as the delivery time, but the receiver don't have that. Well, who do you blame for that? You gotta blame the broker, right? Because why would the shipper lie about a delivery time? They trying to get their shit delivered and whatnot. You know what I mean? Why would a dispatcher lie? Like, he gets paid his percentage of what my truck make. I'm damn sure ain't gonna lie. I'm a driver, man. I'm the lowest motherfucker on the totem pole besides the nigga unloading the truck. So, you know what I mean? It falls on the broker, in my opinion. And who's holding the broker accountable? Who's holding the broker accountable? Because guess what? If it's on the shipper, then rumor gets out that shipper is on the BS, ain't nobody gonna go there no more. You know, y'all probably, or you will experience times when you go to certain shippers or receivers for that matter, and you'll be like, man, don't send me back there ever again. So eventually, ain't nobody gonna want to go there unless they gotta pay a crazy rate to get that freight moved, because they known for some BS. So it couldn't be the shipper. The dispatcher, again, the dispatcher is making a percentage of the truck in this instance. Now, even if they were hourly or salary, they getting paid whatever regardless, so they got no reason to really lie, because they still got to deal with an irate driver at the end of the day. So they trying to keep their drivers happy as possible, and a dispatcher got people to answer to. You know what I'm saying? A dispatch manager, fleet manager, operations manager, they in the office, so they got direct micromanagement right over top of them. So they ain't gonna try to mess nothing up or get a write-up, you know what I mean? They got to play the office world shit. The driver, again, the driver just driving. And the receiver, at the end of the day, the receiver just doing their job. They can only, you know, you can't, and that's, you know, it's funny because I was telling D-Raj, it's so interesting how this stuff works. When shit goes south, everybody get mad at everybody else. The driver get mad at the warehouse worker, or the security guard, other drivers that are coming and going ahead of them, their dispatcher, their company, when the whole time the broker fucking shit up. It's funny because when I got loaded with this load down the way, I got in and got out probably about 3 hours, but it was a driver, it was about 7 o'clock. He said he had been there since 11 a.m. I said, dog, they shouldn't have put you in the dough. What probably ended up happening was his load wasn't ready. But they still put him in the dough. Don't put me into the dough if the load ain't ready, in my opinion. Allow me the freedom to be able to go to the Walmart, the truck stop, because a lot of places, once you in the dough, you got to sit in the dough. They don't let you drop your trailers against company policies and insurance and all that BS. So unless my shit is on the dock, ready to get loaded, don't put me in the damn dough. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So he's sitting in the dough for 8 hours. Guess who told him his load was ready? His dispatcher. Guess who told his dispatcher the load was ready? The broker. The broker. Because a lot of these brokers just, you know, the way some of these brokers call your phone, man, did you pick it up yet? Did you pick it up yet? Did you get there yet? Whole time, load ain't even ready. But they so anxious for it to get picked up. With them, ain't nothing to pick up yet. The hell you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just funny, man. Like, I'm just, as I learn this side of trucking, man, it's like, and that, you know, I'm not mad at nobody. It's just interesting to see, interesting to learn. Like, we get so mad at everybody else, but the brokers just walking scotch-free, man. Scotch-free. Who they answer? Who the brokers answering to? Who the broker supervisor? That's who I want to talk to. Because I feel like they can say whatever and do whatever, and they getting away with murder. Somebody tell me different in the comment section. We all getting mad at each other. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't do this. The drivers getting mad at each other. When the real issue is the one that's really in power fucking us all. Honestly, that's the way I'm starting to see it now. Madam, I can't ever get mad at VL Trucking if we going off. If they run 75, 85% of their freight off the spot market, who putting the freight on the spot market? The brokers. The brokers control how much they put it up there for. You know what I mean? They the reason why you getting shitty rates. Because they not getting paid shitty money, not the brokers I done talked to. That's why they all calling me from Florida. At their vacation house. Corona free. Shoot. So it's just, man, like, brokers are crooks, man, from what I've seen. We need better quality brokers, man. Everybody always want to get on the truck drivers and get on the shippers and the receivers and the trucking companies. The brokers, to me, are the real ones that need discipline. That's my opinion, man. But this is my little rant video. That's all I got to say. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about it, man. Because I feel like, from what I experienced today and what I've been experiencing with this company. Because, see, when I was with, like, OTR with, like, Swift, it was mostly customer freight. Because Swift just got all the big customers and shit. When I was, you know, and when I was OTR with the fleet owner, I wasn't understanding, you know, that's why I sat so much with that joint. Because, you know, you got to go with what's available, you know, with in the spot market. So I was still learning it. Now I feel like I got a better understanding of everything. It's just like, y'all let me know, am I tripping? Am I missing something? Or, you know, is it just like a losing battle? Truck drivers just gonna get screwed no matter what. All this legislation always being taken out on truck drivers and changing our laws and changing this and changing that. But I mean, shoot, I ain't never heard no legislation as regards to what these brokers can do and how they can do, you know, regulate their money. And but I always say how they always screwing drivers over. Maybe, I don't know, man. I'm just, you know, again, that's how I feel. But anyways, that's how I feel. As always, you know what it is, man. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking. I'll check y'all next video. Remember, every day is another step closer to where you want to be, man. So keep pushing. I'm gone.